We're wild on the go, and we're in ruins.
The Casa Grande Ruins National Monument in Coolidge, Arizona, to be exact.
And we're going to go see what's ruined. Ruins. All the different compounds.
Compound is surrounded a large ball court and plaza.
Cholla buds, corn, mesquite, saguaro, fruit, and beans. There's all kinds of fragments down here from ceramic vessels. All these tools. There's the great house, model of it. And here's how they built the ramadas. The little Ys and the cross beam.
You gotta get some shade.
Definitely.
Casa Grande has been a place that has inspired curiosity and questions.
No one alive now knows what name the people who built the Casa Grande called themselves centuries ago. Archaeologists today use the term Hohokam to label the culture that flourished here from 1500 years ago to 550 years ago. 6 tribes in today's Southwest still have histories that link themselves to the people who once lived here. For these tribes, Casa Grande Ruins is a sacred place.
A Jesuit missionary, explorer, and mapmaker, Eusebio Francisco Kino, was the first European to see and document these ruins in 1694, and he named it Casa Grande, Spanish for Great House. So in order to form this, they're using what's called Coolidge, which is basically a desert soil that's rich in calcium carbonate, and that would, with the water and the soil, form a type of concrete. And it's just amazing how it's hundreds and hundreds of years later, all of this is still standing with a little bit of help from keeping the elements off and some support beams and stuff, but a lot of the structure's still here. It's just absolutely amazing that it can withstand all that time. They built this without any power tools or sophisticated engineering equipment. All by hand, and probably some primitive tools, I'm sure. They put in some support structure to keep it from falling over, to try to preserve it. And then they have a roof built over top of it. And they're trying to keep people off of it, but people still end up climbing up there and carving their name in for some bizarre reason.
So why did they build the Casa Grande? Archaeologists don't know for sure. Its original purpose remains a puzzle. It says, was it an ancient astronomical observatory? Perhaps. Why did the walls line up north, south, east, west? We can still observe the sun and moon line up with certain holes in the wall before you year in and year out. Were sacred ceremonies held here? Did a leader who oversaw the all-important irrigation canals work inside? Did an influential family or clan call the Casa Grande their home? The answers remain unknown.
Well, they were in tune with more of nature than a lot of people today because of all the bells and whistles and flashy things we have now. So it stands to reason that they would align with what's around them, I think.
So that all the equinoxes, there's holes where the sun shines through.
Fascinating. And look up there, right up at the top of that pole. There's a great horned owl up there. Can you see it up there? There he is. He's keeping the pigeons at bay. Irrigation communities. The walled compound where you are standing was just one community of a network of communities that were built along canal systems. So they had all kinds of canal systems through here so they could get the water they needed for sustenance. Huh. The open spaces behind you and to your right are called plazas.
Here you might have watched food preparations, pottery making, spinning, weaving, basket making, and other chores.
They engaged in making a lot of different types of art and everything here. It's amazing. They take trips to the Gulf or trade with those coming from the Gulf and the Pacific and make shelled jewelry. Huh. And just like any other community, you could hear dogs barking and children playing around here and smell the smell of wood fires. Must have been a wonderful people that had a good time and made a good livelihood here.
Does the hollow oval mound you see before you remind you of a sports stadium? Just like today's arenas, this ball court was a place where crowds of people regularly gathered more than 1,000 years ago. Archaeologists have identified about 200 of these type of ball courts in Arizona.
Wow, these would have been great seats right here.
Yeah.
The remnants of monumental buildings and large walled compounds you see here have been slowly going back to the desert for more than 560 years. The people who used to live here left suddenly. We found the Casa Grande ruins to be quite interesting. We hope you did too.
Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe.
Thanks for watching. Look at these things. These are saguaro ribs.
Aren't they neat?
Yeah, they're just amazing. I love them. So woody. Very nice. These are from a century plant. And I've been told that they would put beans down these stalks and then shake them back and forth like this, and it would make the sound of rain.
They were probably trying to call for rain to come in the desert.
Or wishful thinking, you know.
Yeah.
At least it's kind of like a form of virtual reality.
Yeah.
Here's another structure. This one was probably pretty high too. Didn't you say these walls that go around here were like 7 feet tall at one time?
Yep.
That went around the perimeter of this compound. It's just amazing that anything's still standing, you know. Must have been a very sophisticated people that spent their time watching things and doing things that were important, like watching Wild on the Go.